All right, y'all, what's good, man? I got to hit y'all with that news story, man. Like and subscribe. It's your boy Hood. You know we do filmmaking, all that good stuff. But you know your boy P. Diddy, he just got some interesting information just came out about his case. You know, he's been locked up right now in a federal detention center for actually being accused of sex trafficking in the RICO case. And there's been a whole lot of stuff coming down on him. You know, his girl Cassie is the one who filed the original suit because the case came out about him punching her all in the face. We saw the video, and it was like people wanted him to actually suffer for doing her like that, you know. Pretty little light-skinned girl and all that shit, and he was violent as hell towards her. So it came out in the open. Everybody saw it, and so people kind of wanted him to have a actual bad situation happen to him behind that. And obviously, she filed a suit. She got money. Then bam, he got locked up. They raided his crib, and he's been in that jail ever since. But his lawyer's been fighting for him. You know, they threw Jay-Z in one of his cases, trying to act like he was a part of it, and Jay-Z lawyer's been fighting for him. They keeping the girl in that particular case, name and everything, and quiet and low key, so nobody really know who she is. But the case is kind of sitting still. It's not moving that fast. But when you come talk about uh, P. Diddy's situation in his case with Cassie, the videos just came out. And his lawyers, P. Diddy lawyer says 9 videos they came out. And the sex tapes, as they want to call them, or what would they call them? The freak-off tapes. Well, now that they're available to the lawyers, they call it discovery. What the federal people call, they got it found. They got to actually give it to uh, the lawyers on the other side, which is P. Diddy lawyers, and then they get to look through it and see how they going to defend him. But what they already putting out, his lawyers is dropping saying, hey, nothing really came out about this where it looked like it was a literal freak off. It looked like she was consensual. She looked like she was having fun. It even looked like she was being dominant in certain moments. And they said nobody was being gangstered, nobody was being beat up or threatened, nobody was being coerced or you know, persuaded. People was in there on their own. Everybody was consenting adults. And this is like the new information that P. Diddy lawyers is putting out there, saying that this claim that P. Diddy was just like freaking on all these people against their will, it's not true. And it's 9 videotapes that disproven this, which is the alleged freak-off tapes. So now it looks like P. Diddy could actually beat this case, because if and then here's the mind-blowing part of it. They're saying that the girl Cassie is actually in these tapes and she's a part of it, having fun. Like, she's not like being victimized. She if anybody was a victimizer, you can almost say she was, or she is. So she's being basically a part of it versus being victimized by it. And that's really the really harsh case, because then you would say, well, why would she come out and unveil all this stuff and say if these actually can hurt her? It can actually hurt her. And, you know, maybe she thinks she going to be absolved from everything. Maybe they told her she got immunity or something like that where it won't hurt her or affect her. But it looks like she's also a part of the things from the lawyers on P. Diddy's side versus being a victim. And that's a lot to say, because she made such a stink out of what was going on. And at this point, it just looked like a disgruntled girlfriend, or a girlfriend that just got mad that they broke up. He's a billionaire. She don't have no more access to that lifestyle. And then him being so rich and having so long of a relationship with her, boom, take the $30 million. He settled it one day to let her know, hey, it's no hard feelings. But then she got this vendetta, like, no, you know what? We did stuff. I don't like what we did. I'm mad at what we did. But you could have a bad feeling about some stuff later on, years down the line. You could have second thoughts about some stuff. You could probably find sign up to a convent. You became a nun. Maybe you became a lawyer or a preacher. But what happened, happened. What occurred. You was young. You maybe thought from a different mindset, and then that occurred, and it's over now. It's over with now. But a lot of people that like that is disgruntled, and you already heard the statement they say, that hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And that's really what Diddy going through. So he got to sit in jail for 6 months, a year, and deal with the fighting of the case. But it's really no case, because if it's not nobody being sex trafficked, if it's not nobody being disrespected, then it's not. But what can you say? You can only make a person be hurt or, you know, I guess disrespected like that if it really happens. You can't just put that on nobody. So I really believe P. Diddy gonna beat this case. It don't seem like he's gonna actually go under behind this. It looked like that she tried him and she tried everybody with, putting this out there and making it seem like, and I guess his career would probably be over because it just seemed like who would want to work with him knowing that he went through such a harsh environment. Plus, he's way older, 55, 56. The rap industry is pretty much gone from what it used to be. And so now you're going to come back. Hey, y'all, look, everything cleared up. Now I'm back. It probably won't be the same like that. But for her, it could turn where she could actually get locked up from the situation that's caught up on those videos. 9 tapes. If she's doing something malicious, at any rate, it's still going to come back towards her. And her 30 million that she got from him is going to go right back to him, or it's going to go to the government. And they're going to come at her and say, yo, because the prosecutor said whatever they found on those tapes, they prosecute to the highest extent of the law. Whoever they found on those tapes, they prosecute to the highest extent of the law. So are they going to hold on to that threat? Because if she's on there being a participant, then she's going to have to be prosecuted like everybody else. All that's yet to be determined. We don't know. We don't know how it's going to turn out. But in reality, it looked crazy on her behalf because she's putting herself out there, not just Diddy. And, maybe that's what she wanted to do. Maybe, she just don't care. Some people get to the point where it's like, I don't give a damn, whatever. We're going to expose all this shit. Especially when you're not really connected to what used to be your world. You're not connected to him. You probably know about what's going on in his world. People probably telling you, hey, girl, I just saw him flying to Paris. And it's like, what? We used to go to Paris every time this year or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it just could be all kind of dynamics. But I know Diddy feeling good sitting in jail and his lawyers hitting him up saying, look, you're going to beat this. You ain't got to worry about that. These tapes are not threatening, and then they said it was no hidden tapes. And there was no kids in the videos, so it's all the stuff that they was claiming on the federal side just don't seem logical. But that's the federal side. So they could come up with all kind of ways to make that case actually stick, so we'll see. But for the time being, for today's news, it looked like P. Diddy could actually have a win in this regard because he's not done something that's so detrimental where it looked like he actually have to go sit down behind it. It just looked like grown people consenting to be in a sexual relationship with each other, whether it was him and her or him and her and some other people. Nobody's like being threatened or don't want to be there. They probably smiling and drinking and having a good time in a big ass mansion and loving the situation. You know what I mean? And it just looked like the media and everybody involved, how they kick it. When they ride at you, they drive hard. And so it looked like it'd be hard for him to continue on in the music industry. But as far as getting free and being back around his kids, that might actually happen. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Is he going to get free? Is he going to beat it? Should Cassie go to jail for what's on those tapes, supposedly? And y'all let me know, okay? Peace.